Hello, Comet fans. Bellevue won a thriller Friday night, 33-30 over Starmont. We knew it was two evenly matched teams coming in, and the stats kind of tell that story. Bellevue had 342 yards of offense. Starmont had 338. Time of possession, we had the ball for 23 minutes. They had the ball for 24 minutes. We both had zero turnovers, and it came down to the last plays of the game. I'm going to try to go through this game in a hurry. I'm going to give you all the scoring plays and show you how it went back and forth, and then I'll break down kind of the last series and how we won it. So I'll just get started here. We'll try to go through it fast. We came down opening drive and took it right to them. I mean, it was a great first drive. We executed. We ran the ball well. Here's 22 ISO. We do a good job of getting those guys kicked out and then lead up. And you're going to hear Riley Carrier's voice a lot. Riley Carrier had an amazing game for us. Starmont came back. Our safety, we're playing cover four. We're supposed to have this tight end. He blocks. You can see he blocks down, which makes our safety look in the backfield, which allows that tight end to slip out and lose him. He's a great athlete. We knew it all week long. 14 was excellent. And he comes right back, and they make the score 7-6. We stop on the X point, so we still have the lead. And they come right down. I'll show you from the tight view. Come right down, we run a blitz, we're eagle, we're putting three guys in A gap, and then we're setting our linebackers B gap. We were guessing it was an A or B gap run. We guessed wrong, we didn't get any penetration, and we allow C gap wide open for the touchdown. It was a good call for them against the call that we made on defense. So they're up 14-6 now, and now here comes momentum changer for us. And nobody else than Riley Carrier doing it. Now, show you from the tight copy, we work on block punts all the time. At least once or twice a week, we tell him to take it off the foot. Watch how Riley beats this block and gets his hand right on the foot. That's an excellent job. It's always a great momentum changer. The very next play, we run a jet sweep to Quentin Pickett. He makes a great cut here, gets in the end zone. We turn the game around, take the lead. We go up 14-12. So it's an excellent play on special teams. We have the momentum back. This game goes back and forth. You can see here, our corner makes a mistake. When that guy's running back on him, he has a step on him. We cannot look back to the quarterback, and he looks back at the quarterback, which allows the receiver to get a couple extra steps on him, and then he just can't recover in time. This is right before half. You see 23 seconds left. It was 3rd and 20. That was a tough one. So they take the lead 18-14 going into half. We knew we had to come out and make something happen. We do. We get a stop on defense. We get the ball back. And this is kind of a funny play here. Hunter Clausen's was cramping. He had to come out of play. This is Dalton Clausen's only play at quarterback. And he gets a bad snap, catches it off the ground, breaks the tackle, and gets in for a touchdown. A great individual effort here by Dalton. I mean, stepping in and making a huge play. You see how he catches it off the ground, breaks that tackle, and gets in. Gives us a lead right back. And this is just a back and forth game. Starmont gets the ball here. We don't run the blitz correctly. We're supposed to run a back or silver. So the will is supposed to be back here for cutback, but they both come up, which puts two guys outside, and then we have nobody for the cutback lane right here. This is where our will linebacker should have been. We didn't execute, and that's what happens when you don't execute. Starmont takes momentum right back, takes the lead. We come right back down, and I'll show you from the tight copy. This is probably our best block play all night. We do a great job of sealing backside and creating this cutback. Riley has great vision. That was an excellent job blocking by our offensive line, though. Hopefully we keep improving in that area. Take the lead again. Of course, Starmont comes right back down. We get him on 3rd down again. We cover the receivers, get pressure. He steps up. We have our linebackers responsible for if he runs, but they were wide at the time. Quarterback just made a good play. Gets in the end zone. They retake the lead. This is just a seesaw battle back and forth all night long. It was great how we responded. You can see we're down 3 with 4 minutes left. This whole drive, we're running on the short side of the field. We went ISO, sweep, power, all on that short side. And then Riley does a great individual play here. He breaks a couple tackles. He breaks one there, another one there, breaks two more there, and gets in the end zone. Great individual effort to take the lead with 4 minutes left. And this is where we're going to kind of break down this last drive just towards the end of it. We'll break down the end of the last drive. So they already converted a couple fourth downs. And to tell the truth, we put a defense in that we never practiced. We just came up with a defense to try to switch it up, to try to get more pressure, to stop the run game. We brought freshman Keenan Kilberg in and put him at nose to try to make space for our linebackers. You can see here we have Keenan and Quentin playing games here. They can cross, they can shoot double A gaps. What that does is it allowed our linebackers to kind of run free and create a lot of havoc in the backfield, and it seemed to work. It did a nice job making them have to adjust. You can see here we're starting to get pressure now. We're tackling the backfield. We get them to third down here on this series. It's third down here, and they throw a backwards pass. You can see I drew the lines. It's really not even that close. He throws it from here. The ball lands here. That should be a fumble. They end up calling it incomplete. They do recover it, but they would have lost another 4 yards. The clock would have kept running. They had 0 timeouts left. There's about 40 seconds left on the clock at this time. They call it incomplete, but it's still fourth down. So we come to fourth down. No, if we stop and the game's over, they're out of timeouts. Cameron Console does a great job of getting into receiver and not making contact and knocking it down, but we hit the quarterback here. He kind of slides down and throws him down at the end. We get a personal foul call, which gives him the ball back and gives him another chance. It was a tough call. It really was. I see it both ways. It could have been a no call, but it is what it is. So we have to come back, and now it's third and goal now. They ran for 5 yards, and they had to spike it, so it's third down now. I told you we drew up this defense, so there's going to be confusion. What we told the linebackers is if they have another number 2 receiver, they got to take him. If they don't have a number 2 receiver, they can blitz. But that was on the fly. Don't expect them to execute it well. We have a breakdown here. Our outside linebacker is supposed to have this tight end. He doesn't take him and leaves this guy wide open. There's like 14, 15 seconds left, or there might be 20 seconds left at this time. And this is where we caught a break. It comes off his hands. It would have been a tough catch. I'll show it from the tight. We got really lucky that he didn't catch it. That would have been a heartbreak loss. It was a tough catch, though. So fourth down, we called timeout. We changed it this time. We had our safety take number 2 so we could blitz. And then we also sent Riley Carrier here, and you can see how Riley Carrier beats that block, creates a sack to end the game. And it was, I'll show you from the tight copy how Riley beats that guards, the running back's block, and gets a sack to seal the game. Football is the greatest team sport. I mean, you need 11 guys working together, but what Riley Carrier did for us Friday night was amazing. And he had 160 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, 50 yards receiving. He had 11 tackles, a sack. That saved the game. He blocked the punt. He went hard every play. He was our leader. He willed us to victory, and that's what we need from senior leadership. And we just have to try to get people to come along with them. We know we're young, but we can get a lot better. There's no doubt in my mind. We have to learn how to compete every play, and hopefully that comes, and we also need confidence. So we got to try to give our kids the confidence, but they got to meet us and just play as hard as they can and believe in themselves, and we will start improving. It was a great win, though. Any road win's tough. We're 1-0 in the district right now. We have to improve a lot this week. North Lynn just beat East Buchanan. East Buchanan was picked to win their district, so it'll be a very tough contest at home. North Lynn's very physical. But we're going to give it our best shot. Hopefully to see everybody Friday night against North Lynn at home, and I'll talk to you next Sunday. Have a good weekend.